August 17th. Today's Bible reading is Nehemiah chapter 12 from verse 27 to the end. Nehemiah chapter 13 from verse 1 to 31. 1 Corinthians chapter 11 from verse 3 to 16. Psalms chapter 35 from verse 1 to 16. Proverbs chapter 21 from verse 17 to 18. Reading Nehemiah chapter 12 from verse 27 to the end. Verse 27. And at the dedication of the wall of Jerusalem, they sought the Levites out of all their places, to bring them to Jerusalem, to keep the dedication with gladness, both with thanksgivings, and with singing, with cymbals, psalteries, and with harps. Verse 28. And the sons of the singers gathered themselves together, both out of the plain country round about Jerusalem, and from the villages of Netophathi. Verse 29. Also from the house of Gilgal, and out of the fields of Geba and Asmaveth, for the singers had builded them villages round about Jerusalem. Verse 30. And the priests and the Levites purified themselves, and purified the people in the gates and the wall. Verse 31. Then I brought the princes of Judah upon the wall, and appointed 2 great companies of them that gave thanks, whereof one went on the right hand upon the wall, toward the dung gate. Verse 32. And after them went Hoshea, and half of the princes of Judah. Verse 33. And Azariah, Ezra, and Meshullam. Verse 34. Judah and Benjamin, and Shemaiah, and Jeremiah. Verse 35. And certain of the priest's sons with trumpets, namely, Zechariah the son of Jonathan, the son of Shemaiah, the son of Mattaniah, the son of Micaiah, the son of Zachar, the son of Asaph. Verse 36. And his brethren Shemaiah and Azarel, Malalai, Hilalai, Mai, Nethaneel, and Judah, Anani, with the musical instruments of David the man of God, and Ezra the scribe before them. Verse 37. And at the fountain gate, which was over against them, they went up by the stairs of the city of David, at the going up of the wall, above the house of David, even unto the water gate eastward. Verse 38. And the other company of them that gave thanks went over against them, and I after them, and the half of the people upon the wall, from beyond the tower of the furnaces, even unto the broad wall. Verse 39. And from above the gate of Ephraim, and above the old gate, and above the fish gate, and the tower of Hananeel, and the tower of Meah, even unto the sheep gate. And they stood still in the prison gate. Verse 40. So stood the 2 companies of them that gave thanks in the house of God, and I, and the half of the rulers with me. Verse 41. And the priests, Eliakim, Maaseiah, Miniamin, Micaiah, Eleni, Zechariah, and Hananiah, with trumpets. Verse 42. And Maaseiah, and Shemaiah, and Eleazar, and Uzzi, and Johanan, and Malchijah, and Elam, and Ezer. And the singers sang loud, with Jezrahiah their overseer. Verse 43. Also that day they offered great sacrifices and rejoiced, for God had made them rejoice with great joy. The wives also and the children rejoiced, so that the joy of Jerusalem was heard even afar off. Verse 44. And at that time were some appointed over the chambers for treasures, for the offerings, for the firstfruits, and for the tithes, to gather into them out of the fields of the cities the portions of the law for the priests and Levites. For Judah rejoiced for the priests and for the Levites that waited. Verse 45. And both the singers and the porters kept the war of their God, and the war of the purification, according to the commandment of David and of Solomon his son. Verse 46. For in the days of David and Asaph of old, there were chief of the singers, and songs of praise and thanksgiving unto God. Verse 47. And all Israel in the days of Zerubbabel and in the days of Nehemiah gave the portion to the singers and the porters, every day his portion. And they sanctified holy things unto the Levites, and the Levites sanctified them unto the children of Aaron. Nehemiah chapter 13, from verse 1 to 31. Verse 1. On that day they read in the book of Moses in the audience of the people, and therein was found written that the Ammonite and the Moabite should not come into the congregation of God forever. Verse 2. Because they met not the children of Israel with bread and with water, but hired Balaam against them, that he should curse them. Howbeit our God turned the curse into a blessing. Verse 3. Now it came to pass, when they had heard the law, that they separated from Israel all the mixed multitude. Verse 4. And before this, Eliashib the priest, having the oversight of the chamber of the house of our God, was allied unto Tobiah. Verse 5. And he had prepared for him a great chamber, where aforetime they laid the meat offerings, the frankincense, and the vessels, and the tithes of the corn, the new wine, and the oil, which was commanded to be given to the Levites, and the singers, and the porters, and the offerings of the priests. Verse 6. But in all this time was not I at Jerusalem. For in the 32nd year of Artaxerxes, king of Babylon, came I unto the king, and after certain days obtained I leave of the king. Verse 7. And I came to Jerusalem, and understood the evil that Eliashib did for Tobiah, in preparing him a chamber in the courts of the house of God. Verse 8. And it grieved me sore. Therefore I cast forth all the household stuff of Tobiah out of the chamber. Verse 9. Then I commanded, and they cleansed the chambers. And thither brought I again the vessels of the house of God, with the meat offering and the frankincense. Verse 10. And I perceived that the portions of the Levites had not been given them. For the Levites and the singers that did the work were fled every one to his field. Verse 11. Then contended I with the rulers, and said, Why is the house of God forsaken? And I gathered them together, and set them in their place. Verse 12. Then brought all Judah the tithe of the corn and the new wine, and the oil unto the treasuries. Verse 13. And I made treasurers over the treasuries, Shelemiah the priest, and Zadok the scribe, and of the Levites, Pedaiah, and next to them was Hanan the son of Zachar, the son of Mattaniah, for they were counted faithful, and their office was to distribute unto their brethren. Verse 14. Remember me, O my God, concerning this, and wipe not out my good deeds that I have done for the house of my God, and for the offices thereof. Verse 15. In those days saw I in Judah some treading wine presses on the Sabbath, and bringing in sheaves and lading asses, as also wine, grapes, and figs, and all manner of burdens, which they brought into Jerusalem on the Sabbath day. And I testified against them in the day wherein they sold victuals. Verse 16. There dwelt men of Tyre also therein, which brought fish and all manner of ware, and sold on the Sabbath unto the children of Judah, and in Jerusalem. Verse 17. Then I contended with the nobles of Judah, and said unto them, What evil thing is this that ye do, and profane the Sabbath day? Verse 18. Did not your fathers thus, and did not our God bring all this evil upon us and upon this city? Yet ye bring more wrath upon Israel by profaning the Sabbath. Verse 19. And it came to pass that when the gates of Jerusalem began to be dark before the Sabbath, I commanded that the gates should be shut, and charged that they should not be opened till after Sabbath. And some of my servants set I at the gates, that there should no burden be brought in on the Sabbath day. Verse 20. So the merchants and sellers of all kind were lodged without Jerusalem once or twice. Verse 21. Then I testified against them, and said unto them, Why lodge ye about the wall? If ye do so again, I will lay hands on you. From that time forth came they no more on the Sabbath. Verse 22. And I commanded the Levites that they should cleanse themselves, and that they should come and keep the gates, to sanctify the Sabbath day. Remember me, O my God, concerning this also, and spare me according to the greatness of thy mercy. Verse 23. In those days also saw I Jews that had married wives of Ashdod, of Ammon, and of Moab. Verse 24. And their children spake half in the speech of Ashdod, and could not speak in the Jews' language, but according to the language of each people. Verse 25. And I contended with them, and cursed them, and smote certain of them, and plucked off their hair, and made them swear by God, saying, Ye shall not give your daughters unto their sons, nor take their daughters unto your sons, or for yourselves. Verse 26. Did not Solomon king of Israel sin by these things? Yet among many nations was there no king like him, who was beloved as God, and God made him king over all Israel. Nevertheless, even him did outlandish women cause to sin. Verse 27. Shall we then hearken unto you, to do all this great evil, to transgress against our God in marrying strange wives? Verse 28. And one of the sons of Joiada, the son of Eliashib the high priest, was son-in-law to Sanballat the Horonite. Therefore I chase him from me. Verse 29. Remember them, O my God, because they had defiled the priesthood, and the covenant of the priesthood, and of the Levites. Verse 30. Thus cleansed I them from all strangers, and appointed the wards of the priests and the Levites, every one in his business. Verse 31. And for the wood offering, at times appointed, and for the firstfruits. Remember me, O my God, for good. 1 Corinthians chapter 11 from verse 3 to 16. Verse 3, "But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God." Verse 4, "Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head." Verse 5, "But every woman that prayeth or prophesieth with her head uncovered dishonoreth her head, for that is even all one as if she were shaven." Verse 6, "For if the woman be not covered, let her also be shorn. But it be a shame for a woman to be shorn or shaven, let her be covered." Verse 7, "For a man indeed ought not to cover his head, forasmuch as he is the image and glory of God. But the woman is the glory of the man." Verse 8, "For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man." Verse 9, "Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man." Verse 10, "For this cause ought the woman to have power on her head, because of the angels." Verse 11, "Nevertheless neither is the man without the woman, neither the woman without the man, in the Lord." Verse 12, "For as the woman is of the man, even so is the man also by the woman, but all things of God." Verse 13, "Judge in yourselves. Is it comely that a woman pray unto God uncovered?" Verse 14, "Doth not even nature itself teach you, that if a man have long hair, it is a shame unto him?" Verse 15, "But if a woman have long hair, it is a glory to her, for her hair is given her for a covering." Verse 16, "But if any man seem to be contentious, we have no such custom, neither the churches of God." Psalms chapter 35 from verse 1 to 16. Verse 1, a psalm of David. "Plead my cause, O Lord, with them that strive with me. Fight against them that fight against me." Verse 2, "Take hold of shield and buckler, and stand up for mine help." Verse 3, "Draw out also the spear, and stop the way against them that persecute me. Say unto my soul, I am thy salvation." Verse 4, "Let them be confounded and put to shame that seek after my soul. Let them be turned back and brought to confusion that devise my hurt." Verse 5, "Let them be as chaff before the wind, and let the angel of the Lord chase them." Verse 6, "Let their way be dark and slippery, and let the angel of the Lord persecute them." Verse 7, "For without cause have they hid for me their net in a pit, which without cause they have digged for my soul." Verse 8, "Let destruction come upon him at unawares, and let his net that he hath catch himself. Into that very destruction let him fall." Verse 9, "And my soul shall be joyful in the Lord. It shall rejoice in his salvation." Verse 10, "All my bones shall say, Lord, who is like unto thee, which delivereth the poor from him that is too strong for him? Yea, the poor and the needy from him that spoileth him." Verse 11, "False witnesses did rise up. They laid to my charge things that I knew not." Verse 12, "They rewarded me evil for good, to the spoiling of my soul." Verse 13, "But as for me, when they were sick, my clothing was sackcloth. I humble my soul with fasting, and my prayer returned into mine own bosom." Verse 14, "I behaved myself as though he had been my friend or brother. I bowed down heavily, as one that mourneth for his mother." Verse 15, "But in mine adversity they rejoiced and gathered themselves together. Yea, the abjects gathered themselves together against me, and I knew it not. They did tear me and ceased not." Verse 16, "With hypocritical mockers and feasts, they gnashed upon me with their teeth." Proverbs chapter 21, from verse 17 to 18. Verse 17, "He that loveth pleasure shall be a poor man. He that loveth wine and oil shall not be rich." Verse 18, "The wicked shall be a ransom for the righteous, and the transgressor for the upright." Meditate on what you have heard, and pray that it takes root in your heart, and life, that you will do according to all that is written in God's Word. Amen. Let's keep walking the Word together. Please subscribe, and enable notifications so you're here for the next study.